How are we all doing? Welcome back to another live game, a live watch along. We've got Brentford against Manchester City here, and do you know what? What can we say about this weekend other than it's been thoroughly the most anti-Liverpool weekend as far as I'm concerned. Everyone that we couldn't have wanted to win has won. Liverpool have got smashed for the third time in a row. Even Everton are winning. Everything's going wrong. It's absolutely sickening. Everything's going wrong. And it's just a shit time. So, we're now watching Brentford and City. And I'm rooting for Brentford. I'm really rooting for Brentford. But something tells me that that's a little bit foolish. Because, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm actually more concerned about Manchester City than I am Arsenal. I think Manchester City are the better side. Manchester City are far more likely to take our title off us than Arsenal are. So yeah, I'm more concerned about Arsenal and City. Sorry, about City than Arsenal rather. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens today. Liam, good to see you. Lion, how's it going? Good to see you. And Steve Keane, even Man U won and Grealish for Liverpool, 125 million. Oh. Three-star Reds, Qantas flight ready for departure for the flight to Sydney, just waiting for the last passenger to board with his luggage. You're going to Sydney? Nice. Well done, man. Love that. And Nick Nakai again, it's only one weekend. And Ben, I hate Leon. A new club to despise. Nick Nack, City might have more goals, but Arsenal are more defensively solid. I just feel like City are the better team. Out of both of them, it's definitely City. Big Tony, Everton will win, Everton win, Liverpool knocked off their perch, Vert's still crapped. Come on, you Blues. Come on, mate, behave yourself. Come on, you Blues. Come on, you Blues. Listen to the state of them. City are definitely ahead of Arsenal as far as I'm. Liverpool, it's between Liverpool and City. Arsenal will be a distant third, I think, this season. It's definitely, these are the two top teams in the Premier League are Liverpool and City, not Arsenal. Goal Falkirk against Rangers. And Nick Nat, good to see Oscar Bob back playing again. Yeah, good player Oscar Bob, isn't he? Really talented player. Like him a lot. Liam, who are you rooting for here, Key? I'll be honest, mate. I'm rooting for Brentford, but that's because of City. City are the better side, and City are our title rivals. So of course I'm rooting for City because I think City are the team that can. City are the team that's most likely to take the title off us. So yeah, I'd rather Brentford win, but I'm expecting a City win. Ben, City aren't as good as Arsenal currently. I know, but that's only based off the last 4 games. I think they are. And I mean, they've already beat Arsenal. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. I know Martinelli nicks a little last minute thingy, but as far as the head-to-head goes, they've lost to us and City with a better side at the Emirates. By far the better side. CB, Kiwi won 5-0 and took us top. Yeah, Coventry doing well. Taylor, Key, what's the plan for tomorrow's footy? Plan for tomorrow is Harrogate against Crewe. Yeah, Harrogate or Crewe. Well, Harrogate v Crewe. That's the game that we're watching Monday night. That's the only game that's on really tomorrow. So yeah, Harrogate v Crewe. Liam Vernon, I can see Haaland scoring today, and Haaland always scores. Well, yeah, he's unbelievable, isn't he? He's probably only second to Kane, I think, in terms of goal scorers in world football. I think Haaland's unbelievable. Big Tony, you reckon City will go for the Prem or the Champions League more? I think they'll go for both of them, mate. They're both, they're both absolutely important, both really important, and both competitions I think City will do well in. Here's City coming forward. Here's Foden. Hit it. Must be. Oh, what a run. Unlucky. Straight through to Kelleher. Taylor. On Tuesday, it's Salford against Stockport. Liam, Ipswich won the derby after 16 years. That's how long it's been? 16 years since Ipswich beat Norwich. Wow. Liam, the league is not done in 7 games, so a long way to go. 31 more games to go, plus the World Cup making players play well. Plus the Club World Cup will take effect at some point as well. You would expect to see, I think maybe City and Chelsea slowing down towards the end of the season. It's going to take, the energy in their legs is not going to run forever. Alfie, good to see you. And thank you, Paul. Cheers for the gift. As always, cheers for the gift, Paul. Thank you. Nick Nack, is the Club World Cup every year? No, it's back on in 2029. And plus the AFCON, what teams will be affected massively by that? Sunderland mainly. Yeah, Sunderland have got about 5 or 6 players going to the AFCON, so that's going to hurt them. Big Tony says Nidderdale National Landscape in Harrogate is splendid. Took the kids over the summer. Nice. Can't say I've been to Harrogate that often. I think I've went... When was the last time I went to Harrogate? We went to Betty's Tea Rooms. They were a client of mine back in the day. Salzburg 1-0 up against Rapid Vienna. And Paul, no problem, gutted about yesterday, pal. Yeah, listen, it's been a crap weekend of football all round, so... I mean, sometimes you've just got to kind of throw your hands up and laugh at these things, haven't you? Pup says new Rangers record today, 23 consecutive games without a clean sheet. And 3-star red, Shelley must still be celebrating. Oh, Shelley will be bouncing. She'll be loving it. Liam Manning, Leeds haven't got no AFCON players, so let's go move up the table. Well, City have started the better here, as you'd have expected. 8 minutes in, City are just kind of applying a little bit of pressure to Brentford. Brentford pressing very, very high, though it has to be said. There's a lot of room in behind. There you go. Haaland's on the turn, and he spun off Collins. Chance for Haaland, and it's 1-0. And there you go. What a goal. Absolutely unbelievable, Erling Haaland. There was so much room in behind. You could see Brentford, they just pushed up too high. It's an absolutely brilliant goal from him. And it just shows what a fabulous player he is. We were saying he might be the second best after Harry Kane. He's probably going to be the best when Harry Kane finishes. The guy is absolutely unbelievable. He's just a monster. It's Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters, isn't it? Look at him. He just pulls onto Nathan Collins, spins off into the channel, holds him off, left-footed to bring the ball into his control, and then just a fabulous finish. Just drills it low past Kelleher. No chance from the keeper. Oh, it's a great goal. A fabulous goal. There you go. Brentford 0. City 1. Unstoppable. Jake, do you not think Arsenal deserve to be top of the league then, Keith? Well, you are where you deserve to be. But I don't think that necessarily means you are where you are, if you know what I mean. Like, so if you look at the league table, there's a lot of... The league table tells a lot of lies throughout the season. Tells an awful lot of lies throughout the season. Like, for example, do we think that Bournemouth have been better than City, for example? They'll be a point ahead of City. I don't think Bournemouth are a better side than City, but they've probably played better right now based on this season alone. So if you just want to talk about the few games that we've seen, then yes. But if you want to talk about where teams are, then no. I don't think Bournemouth are a better side than City. I think you could say the same with, Sunderland and Everton. Sunderland and Everton are ahead of Newcastle. Don't think Sunderland or Everton are better than Newcastle, but right now they're ahead of them. Wolves are rock bottom. I thought Wolves played quite well today from what I've seen and what I've heard. Wolves apparently were quite good, and Wolves have played well in other games recently, but they're rock bottom of the league. Matty, chatting shit, mate. League, don't lie. You are where you are. Yeah, but Matty, again. Okay, well, answer me this then, Matty. Answer me this if you can. Are Bournemouth and Palace better than Chelsea? Are Bournemouth and Palace better teams than Chelsea? The world champions. Ben Hughes, it's like what Scholes said. He's like a burr, the strength he shows. And Nick Knack says, take any 7-game period at different points in the season and you'll get different tables. And that's exactly what I'm saying, yeah. That's exactly the point I'm making, is that at different points in the season, based on 7 games or whatever you've seen so far, yeah, the league table's a liar. At the end of the season, 38 games, absolutely, it's bang on the money. You are where you are, you deserve to be there. Let's see where everyone is after 38 games. Even just like after 30, I think. If you're getting into the running, you've got a good measure of where a team are and where they've been and where they're likely to be. Big Tony, Chelsea just beat the Prem champions, mate. Hey, so did Galatasaray, mate. So did Galatasaray. Doesn't mean they're anything special either. Palace just beat the Prem champions, and Everton just beat Palace, and Liverpool just beat Everton. So there you go. You've got a lovely little circle there. Palace beat us. Everton beat Palace. We beat Everton. It's just a never-ending cycle, isn't it? Liam, the only ground Haaland hasn't scored at is Anfield. Unreal stat. The guy's a machine. Who do I think? Who do I think what? Big Tony, what's the point of 3 at the back versus Haaland if you won't put a centre-back on an island versus him? Paul, thank you very much. Jake, still not think much of Voltemada and Malik TRK. Both had a good game again today. Well, again, I've not said that Voltemada and Malik Thiaw aren't good players, just that they're not elite, world-class, special players. And I'll maintain that. Voltemada's a very, very talented young player. No more than that. The fact he can take a penalty doesn't really change that, does it? Big Tony, if Voltemada was world-class, Bayern would have got him, simple as. But I'm sure, Tony, you would argue that that Florian Wirtz isn't world-class, right? By that same logic. Hey, thank you, Paul. Nathan Brennan winning against Palace ain't for everyone. Aye, and funnily enough, Nathan, beating Liverpool ain't for everyone, is it? Hey, beating Liverpool ain't for everyone. Everton couldn't manage that. Little Everton. Nick Knack only 6 away from the 100-goal club. Haaland. 100-goal club. Jake, 4 goals, and the game he didn't score was Barca, where he came on and his link-up play produced a goal. So what are you arguing? What are you arguing? Where are you suggesting that he's better than Newcastle? Do you think he's destined for a higher level? Big Tony in non-league, if you get off to a start like Verts, they won't even tell you you're released. Haaland in again here, could be 2. Oh, unlucky. Cleared away. Pup says Rangers corner, never guess where it went. First Falkirk defender. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. There's absolutely no justification for it. It's shocking. Liam Manning, Voltamada is a good player, but let's rein in the overhype. It's that, look, like I say, it's Jake. Jake loves an overhype. He gets very excited. He thinks Tonali's the best player in the world. Corner to Brentford here. This is better from Brentford. You're right, Nick Knack. I agree. These they seem to be pushing up a little bit higher. They've played it short. Got to get it in the box. What are you doing? Oh, it's so poor that. That's really, really poor. And City come away with it as well. Oh, that's really disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. And 18 minutes in, Brentford 0, City 1. William says quite surprised that Ouattara isn't starting for Brentford. Is he on the bench? I think he is, isn't he? I think he's on the bench so far. Nick Knack, waste of a corner from Brentford. Yep. Funny thing again, Celtic 2, Motherwell 2, Falkirk 1, Rangers 1. Honestly, the state of them 2 Glasgow clubs. Absolute state of them. Celtic are awful. Hearts to win the league then. Ooh, better from City. Unlucky. Much better there. Nick Knack, it'd be nice to see someone else win the SPL for a change. Well, as it stands, I mean, Hearts are absolutely running away with it. Rangers are below Hibs, St Mirren, Dundee United, Motherwell, Kilmarnock. Like, they're having an absolutely horrific start to the season. And I'll be honest, if Falkirk can nick another one, they're not actually... They'll be in the bottom 3. Or bottom 4. Oh, Rodri. I think Rodri might have to go off here. Yeah, I think Rodri might have to go off. Oh, no. Poor old Rodri. That's a blow for Rodri. A real blow, and you can see on his face, he looks absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated, Rodri. I think that's going to be a relapse for his for the long-term injury that he suffered. It seems to be anyway. You can see the guy looks absolutely devastated. What a shame. I mean, he's holding the back of his leg, but he seemed to kind of reach for his knee. So I don't know. I've no idea. Either look, the look on his face. Look at the look on his face. Look at the look. He's just absolutely inconsolable. And he's limping off the pitch here now. Rodri, a big old blow for City, that one. Oh, and Celtic have pinched it in the last minute. Celtic 3, Motherwell 2. Celtic back in the title race. Callum, his career's over. Coming back from an ACL and being in the midfield isn't a nice one. We remember Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's gonna find it difficult to regain the energy and the legs and he's gonna find it really difficult to regain all that. But a really, really talented player, and it's sad. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to maybe move back to Spain, and a slower pace of football might suit him maybe. Leah Manning says Aberdeen bottom and the 4 up. Jake, I told you Voltemada would make you eat your words. What words do you think I said, Jake? Because I think you've got the impression that I've said he's absolutely shite, and he's not. Like, I guess what I'm saying to you is Voltemada's a young player that isn't going to actually take Newcastle to the Champions League again. Like, next year you'll be in the Conference League with him. At absolute best, you'll be in the Conference League with him. So I don't think he's gonna make anyone eat the words. It ain't gonna be me anytime soon. Callum the Copite, Napoli's next Manchester buy. Could be, yeah. Rodri back to play with Kevin De Bruyne in Naples. I wonder. Nick Nack wouldn't say career's over, but elite Premier League football might be beyond him now. And it's sad to say, because at his peak, he was an absolutely wonderful footballer, Rodri. Tribal Chief, obviously, City are going to beat Brentford. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I really, really hope not. Mad Pup says, as a person from Airdrie, it pains me to say, come on, Motherwell. Come on, the well. Nick Nank says they still have Kevin Phillips, don't they? I'm sure that will be a huge relief to him. Jake, I don't think you've ever made a right prediction regarding Newcastle United, Key, ever. I'm sure I said that your star player, your star centre-forward, was going to be leaving this summer, and you swore that he wasn't because you had inside sources and you knew for sure he's not leaving. He said he loves Newcastle. He said Newcastle's his absolute favourite place in the world. He's planning to retire at Newcastle and live out his days here by the sea. He loves Newcastle. He's not going nowhere. That's what you told me in the summer, and I told you he wants to go and play for a big club. And where's Alexander Isak today? He's wearing red, sunshine. He's wearing red. He ain't wearing those barcodes anymore. I always said it would. No, you didn't. No, you didn't say it would be No, you didn't. You didn't say it would be astronomical money. You're lying. What you said was he's going nowhere. He doesn't want to go is what you said. And that's what you said all summer. And that's what you've got. He's gone. He's left you. He's left you, and now where are you? 9th at best. Samuel James McAtee should join Crystal Palace in the next transfer window. Well, listen, he's not getting much joy at Forest, is he? D28 3-2 to Celtic. And Nick Nack, who did City bring on? They brought on Nico Gonzalez. Chimey, how's it going, Chimey? Good to see you. No, I said nothing of the sort. Listen to him reeling back in. He's done. He's done. He can't remember. You don't know what day of week it is, Jake. Go back and have a look at them lives. I'm telling you, you said countless times he wasn't going anywhere. We're not selling him. We're not selling him. That was one. First it was, we're not selling him, you couldn't afford him. Second, because we'll charge you 200 million minimum. And then second of all, the bit that made me laugh the most was Isak wouldn't leave us. He doesn't want to leave. He loves it at Newcastle. He's desperate for win nothing for the next 6 years. so yeah, that all fell to bits, didn't it? That's what happened. Oh. Paul got a heavy workload on for the next 3 weeks or so not sure if I'll get on TikTok much. What, Paul, just out of interest, what is it that you do? What do you do? I mean, day to day, what do you do? Shell, are you feeling key? Shite. In a word. Shite. Jake, I repeated what was reported. No. You told me you had inside sources. Again, you've got a short memory. Or you've got selective memory. Either way. He was forever telling us you had inside sources. I've seen him. I've seen him say that he's not going anywhere. He loves it here. Oh, come on, Brentford. Make this a bit of a game at least. Paul, I'm the CEO of a small company, pal. Oh, lovely. Oh, well, hey, listen, you do what you need to do, man. Enjoy. I've been there. I've been the CEO of a small company, and it's fucking busy, and it's a lot of pressure when you've got staff and all that. So, oh, mate, just, yeah. Oh, get on when you can. It's lovely to see you when you come on. Pup, Celtic 3, Motherwell 2, full time. Celtic back to within 2 to 3 points. Is it 2 points or 3 points, I think, from Hearts. Paul, I'm a vision technician. Window cleaner. Love it. Ain't no wrong with that. Go on, lad. He's in. Oh, unlucky. I thought he'd done him there. Well done. Yeah, window cleaning. Nice. Like it. Not so nice in winter, mind. Yeah, not so nice in winter. I imagine winter's a bloody awful time to go window cleaning. In a morning, covered in water, freezing cold. Rather you than me, pal. Summer's lovely, I'm sure. Summer you'd probably get up and enjoy it, but winter's probably a pain in the arse to be a window cleaner. Two points, is it, Pop? All right, okay. Jake, now you have Isak, you can't use him. 3 defeats in a row. Can't buy the league. Hey, listen. 3 defeats in a row and we're still comfortably above you lot. Would you believe? Paul, a lot is inside on tall buildings, pal. No longer chamois and bucket. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, hey, that's not too bad then. If you've got yourself some nice commercial contracts. Jamie, do you rate Etcheverry? He's done all right. He's looked quite sharp when he's come on, hasn't he? He's looked okay for City when he's played. I think Bob is massively underrated, though. I think if he stays fit, he'll be a really talented player for City going forward. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Good to see you. Up the Chels. They played savage yesterday with no centre-half. So proud of him. Hey, 2-1 against the champions, lad. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's not many will win against us this season. Razine says, Lewer, bro, we've had enough. Are they still losing, Barca? They're still getting beat? Oh, has he missed a penalty? Oh, Lewandowski missed a penalty. Sevilla 2, Barcelona 1. Rico Lewis is the best in City. They're not playing him enough though, are they? Yeah, he's not even starting all that much. Foden dragging that one wide. Big chance. Big chance. Danny, do you think Tottenham will win the Premier League? Yes. Yeah, absolutely, certainly, without doubt. Liam, we've only lost one more game than Liverpool, and the one against Fulham was unlucky. Hey, I bet you if you'd said that at the start of the season, you'd have thought you'd have been challenging for the league. Right, it's a long throw here for Brentford. Shell, come on, City, make Key smile. Don't wind me up, Shell. Long throw into the box here from Brentford. Come on, let's make this a game. Oh, shove in the back and it's a foul. Shocking that. Ayer. Mike, when will people start talking about Caicedo being up there? He's so consistent in an average team. Average team? You're the world champions, Mike. I'm only winding you up, mate. No, Caicedo was terrific. I agree. Caicedo was absolutely terrific yesterday. As far as him being up there, I think people do say that he's up there, won't they? Or don't they? As far as I'm concerned, anyway, I think Caicedo's probably top 5 in his position. I think he's certainly up there. And he's having a really good season, and he was terrific yesterday. I don't think anyone would claim otherwise. A really good player, Caicedo. Liam Manning, bet that Forest owner is loving life right now. Best manager they've had in years. And D28, Barca miss a pen. Yeah, Lewandowski. 10 minutes left and Barca are losing in Seville. And Mike, so excited to have Lavia back as well. He was exceptional when he came on. He's special if he stays fit. I think the challenge for Chelsea is just... I think your defence is what's going to let you down all season. Chelsea's defence, Chelsea's goalkeeper... real problems for Chelsea, I think, if you don't have your absolute first-rate defence in there. A couple of injuries and Chelsea just look all over the place. Callum, Liverpool v Man United prediction. 4-0 Liverpool. 4-0. I think we come back with an absolute bang. William, I feel like there's another goal coming. I can't tell from who, though. It looks like Brentford are in the ascendancy, to be honest. City have still got chances, but Brentford are just starting to come back into the game a little bit. Callum the Copite, you think 3-1 to Liverpool against Man United in a couple of weeks. And Mike, I have to say Reece James, incredible as well since he's been fit. Hope he stays fit. If Reece James stays fit, you know you've got a good player on your hands. He's a really talented player. It's just, again, fitness has always been an issue for him, hasn't it? And 78, bin dipper. Oh, don't say things like that, mate. That's not very nice. Come on. Don't be like that. Your mum wouldn't like you being like that to strangers, would they? Would she? She'd want you to be nice and kind. Joe, back from the game, lad. Had a great time with some old mates. Nice. What a penalty from Voltemada that was, eh? I apologise. Apology accepted, mate. It's alright. Stick around. It's all good. Shell, like. The Copite's miserable enough. Give him a like. Nice one. Cheers, Shell. Joe says we're going to kick on now. You think so? I don't know. You've beat two very, very poor teams in the last week. And I thought you were quite fortunate against USG to win so comprehensively. Obviously today, Bruno, unbelievable. But you got some tough games coming up. Some really, really tough games coming up. You got Brighton away. That's going to be a tough game. You got Tottenham in the Cup as well coming up as well. That's in October, isn't it? Fulham as well. Even Fulham's going to be tough. Kian, have you seen what Anfield Agenda nearly said about Frimpong? What he nearly said about Frimpong? No, I haven't seen it. And to be honest, mate, I don't watch Anfield Agenda. I don't watch any. And that's nothing against him. I don't watch any of them. I'm too busy doing my own stuff, so I've no idea. I don't follow any of them, so I have no idea what has or hasn't been said. CH Asim, keep calm and watch Newcastle win the league. Yeah. Yeah. Right, City down the left-hand side. Ball floated over. Should be... Oh, what a save from Quiveen Kelleher. That's absolutely unbelievable stuff. And now Brentford come away on the counter-attack. CH Asim, if Leicester can, why can't we? Well, I mean, if you want to imply that logic, then anyone can. Why? Everton can win the league this season. Everton can. Wolves can. West Ham can. Anyone can, if you're saying based off Leicester. Josh Miller, I think LFC 3-1 against United in a couple of weeks. I think so too, yeah. Shell, did Big Up get back to you, Keith? They didn't, no. They didn't. I've fallen by the wayside with Big Up. And Nick Knack, brilliant save, looked a certain goal. Yeah, really good save that from Quiveen Kelleher. Oh, thank you, whoever that was, I didn't see. Cheers, William. Thank you for sending that through, man. Joe, Everton are getting Europe key. And Mike, fullbacks are perfectly good enough to win anything, but centre-half and goalkeeper, no chance. I think centre-half, goalkeeper, and your wingers. I think your wingers aren't good enough to win the top trophies. I think that's going to be a problem for Chelsea. You're a good side, but you're not going to win the best things with Garnacho, Gittins, Neto. Esteval looked really good when he came on, in fairness, but it'll take some time for him to grow into the player that he can be. CHSE, what do you make of Grealish's form? I thought he's been pretty poor the last few games, to be honest. I thought he was pretty poor today. Yeah, it's been pretty poor. Started the season quite well. Obviously, he got the Player of the Month, didn't he, for September was it? But he's been really off it. Oh, it was August, wasn't it? Player of the Month for August. Yeah, he's definitely been off it for a good few games. And do you believe you'll beat United? Oh, absolutely, we'll beat United. Sevilla 3, Barcelona 1. Hopefully that's ruled out, but I don't think it is. I think Sevilla have just beat Barcelona in the last minute. Sevilla absolutely killing everyone's bets there. Chimey says, which players do you want to see join the Prem in the next transfer window? Ooh. I'd quite like... there's young players in the Eredivisie that I really liked watching last year, and I was hoping that someone would make a move for him. Like Sem Stein, who was at 20 last year, he moved to Feyenoord. Hasn't really started all that well at Feyenoord, but he was unplayable last year. And I thought he'd get a big move to the Prem, and he didn't. So I'd like someone like him to come to the Prem. I think he'd be perfect for someone like Palace. Liam, didn't you say that against Chelsea though, Key? You said, and I quote, we'll wipe the floor with these. And we did. We did. We absolutely battered him, Liam. We were the better side. We were the better side, and Chelsea won it, which can sometimes happen in football, can't it? Shell, can I have a decent striker, please, Shimey? What did you make of that Tierno Barry miss in the first half? To be honest, both Barry and Beto were shocking, weren't they? Absolutely shocking. CSG games, it happened on your first 5 games. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think Liverpool were the better team against Arsenal. We were the better team against Bournemouth, and we were definitely the better team against Newcastle. We battered Burnley. So I don't know where you've got the first 5 games. We was the better team against Southampton, the better team against Atletico Madrid. By any metric you care to measure. Nick Nack, Everton should have kept Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think he'd have been just as good as Beto and Barry. Liam, it can indeed, but Chelsea played well also. Credit where it's due. Hey, I'm not saying Chelsea played badly. I'm just saying that Liverpool were the better team. And deserved to win. We created the bigger chances. Chelsea didn't. Ben, we weren't the better team against Newcastle. Have a day off. We absolutely were the better team against Newcastle. Definitely the better team. Shell, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is so injury prone. And 3-star Reds, we have 11 decent strikers, Shelley. They certainly have shown they know how to work to rule in their first 7 games. I don't know what's going on at Forest. Absolutely no idea what's going on there. Well, we're nearly at half-time here. This has been a crap first half by the... From a Brentford point of view, they've not even had a chance, really. They've limited City to very few chances. Oh! I mean, you don't want to see penalties given for that, but that is a handball in the box from Nathan Collins. That should be a penalty to City by all the logic from all the other Premier League games we've seen penalties given in. Paul says, I reckon Donnarumma will win the Golden Glove this season. Donnarumma's got every chance of winning something with City, but I don't think Golden Glove is it. I think City concede far too many goals for him to... Yeah, I think clean sheets is not going to be where City excel this season. I think he'll make some big saves that keep him in the games and, you know, keep him winning games, but I don't think he wins the Golden Glove. Paul, not since he's been there. Well, I mean, you say that, but haven't they conceded? They conceded 2 in midweek against Monaco. They conceded against Arsenal, and I thought he was actually a little bit at fault for the goal against Arsenal. He conceded against Burnley. And wasn't he in goal? Was he in goal for the Brighton game? No, that was Trafford. Okay, so yeah, so he's conceded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. He's conceded in 3 of them. So 3 out of 5 games he's conceded for City. Nick Knack says, I guess against City, you'd just take still being in the game at half-time. Yeah, that's true. And, you know, you have to point that out. Certainly, since... Well, I can't really say since when, but certainly not last season. Either way, City aren't out of sight at 1-0, are they? Brentford have still got a chance to get something in this game. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Sevilla 4, Barcelona 1. Sevilla have absolutely battered Barcelona here tonight. 4-1. Callum the Copite says this game is making me sleepy. Well, it's half time here now, Callum. You can all have a 15-minute nap. And it's Brentford 0, City 1 at half time. 3-star red. Some say with the players we are too good to go down. And with Clough at the helm in 93... Pundits said the very same thing. Look how that one turned out. Do you think you will? I can't see you going down. But it's 4-1 to Sevilla against Barcelona. Unbelievable. Liam Manning, just imagine Leeds beating Liverpool at Ellen Road and Calvert-Lewin scores. Key, you'd die. Oh, I don't even want to think about things like that. Joe, I feel sorry for Ange. Players don't work for him. What do we think it's likely to be? What's the cause of it? I don't really understand what it could possibly be. It feels like to me the players are maybe kicking off a little bit. That the manager's gone. The manager that they had they liked a lot, didn't they? Everyone seemed to like Nuno Santo. He's gone, and they've just kind of not thrown the towel in a little bit, but they're certainly not clicking with Ange. Callum, the Barca manager, is just Postecoglou 2.0. They both play so high up. Yeah, but it's Hansi Flick. You can't really compare to Postecoglou. He does have a high line, but he also usually has centre backs that cover for him and wing backs playing. Well, not even wing backs. Centre backs in the full back position. So he plays Koundé at right back, doesn't he? Who's rapid. He has Araujo, rapid. Pau Kabasi, rapid. You know, he's got players that he can leave up, and they'll usually beat people for pace on the turn. Ollie, what games are you doing this week? I'll have the schedule out tomorrow, mate. So if you check back tomorrow, maybe tomorrow lunchtime, they'll all be there. I've got Harrogate and Crew tomorrow, but I'll be live tomorrow night for Harrogate Crew, and all the schedule will be done. Joe says, by the way, Key, I can't stand Forest fans. They were singing Nuno's name today. That's sad, isn't it? See, that's where I've got to say. In what world are you gonna? You're not gonna get the best out of your team if you're singing your former manager's name. Like, that's the manager now. You've got to stick with him, haven't you? Why are Forest fans singing Nuno Santo's name? Nick Nack, the fans didn't want him, and everyone knew it would never work well except Marinakis. 3-star Reds certainly think that Morgan Gibbs-White has down tools. Do we think Morgan Gibbs-White goes? Maybe in January. Obviously, we know that Spurs were looking at a player of his quality. Obviously, they've brought Xavi Simons in now. Don't know if Xavi Simons is the replacement for Gibbs-White. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But certainly seems to me that Thomas Frank liked him a lot. And would Spurs go back in for him? Or do we think he might move on to someone else? Either way, if Forest don't get Europe, it's a World Cup year. If Gibbs-White isn't on that plane to America, he will be raging. He will be absolutely raging. Callum says, we score late winners versus Palace and you concede late winners to Palace. Hey, and Callum, you lose to us. So there you go. It's a nice little full cycle, isn't it? You beat Palace, Palace beat us, we beat you. Hey, it's lovely. It's all good. Nick Nack says, imagine Liverpool sacked Slot and brought Amorim to take over. Yeah, and then Amorim's in the touchline, in the dugout. We don't like him, but we're still singing Arne Slot's name. That wouldn't make any sense to me. Like, Liverpool, the only time I can ever recall Liverpool fans singing another manager's name was when it was in the latter stages of Roy Hodgson's reign. And to be fair, no Liverpool fan actually wanted Roy Hodgson. He came in, we tried, and it was really poor. It was really difficult to... He just didn't get Liverpool. He never got the club. He never really took to us. We never took to him. He made some horrendous signings, some statements in public which just didn't make an awful lot of sense. And I think in the last couple of weeks of his reign as Liverpool manager, we started chanting for Kenny Dalglish. That's the only time I can ever really think of that happening. Sam Haaland, best player in the Prem or what, Key? Oh, he's up there, isn't he? Mate, that goal was unreal. That was an absolutely sensation. He's just an absolute monster. The guy's just a beast. It's frustrating, actually. It's really frustrating. Liam, that's what happens when the owner thinks he knows what he's doing, I'm afraid. And no Forest fan wanted Ange. Joe, I don't like them short run-ups, but quality pen by Nick Voltemada today. Sam, he's frustrating for us too, mate. What about Rodri as well? It looks like Rodri's gone off with a relapse, the same sort of injury as he had. That kept him out for such a long time. So Rodri being out, that's a real blow for City. Especially it means Nico Gonzalez has to come in. 2 weeks internationals, it'll be fine. Brush it off, walk it off, big guy. Just watching that Haaland goal back, that is absolutely unreal. Unplayable. Don, Barcelona lost 4-1, yeah. Marcus Rashford with the goal for Barca to get them back into it. They were 2-0 down, went back to 2-1. Robert Lewandowski misses a penalty, which would have took it to 2-2. And then Sevilla just go and smash another 2 in. 4-1. They've absolutely walked all over Barcelona tonight. 3-star Red says, Mr. Marinakis deserves this. Edu coming in upset the apple cart as well. We had a game plan with Nuno and the game plan got ripped apart. Best laugh this week I had, Nick Nack, is Forest apparently want Glasner. Forest after Glasner. Liam, especially when his release clause was like 64 million, wasn't it, before City got him? Well, hang on a minute. Then this is kind of one of the things that is in the 115, isn't it? This is kind of one of the things that City are being accused of, is that they paid more money for Haaland and paid more money for other players than they actually kind of put through the books. So 64 million is absolutely not what Erling Haaland cost Manchester City. Let's not go around like it was an absolute bargain. No, they got the best striker in the world, or effectively the best striker in the world, and they paid 64 million on paper. But I don't think that's all he paid. Joe, they'll go for Camavinga in January, and Swifty says Forrest spoke to Glasner before he went to Palace. That's the link. Joe, we are idiots for signing Voltemada, aren't we, Key? Why? Why are you idiots for signing Voltemada? Nick Nack, didn't Haaland have a minimal release fee in his contract? Yes. But I guess the point I'm making is, mate, is that it won't have just been that. It'll have been his agent fee, which is astronomical because there weren't just Man City interested in him. So it would have been, you know, a massive agent fee, signing on fee, you know, wages. He's not on small wages, and apparently the wages that he's on is a lot bigger than what he's actually on. So there's all sorts that City are being accused of with deals like the Erling Haaland one. Joe, it's what the Bayern owner said, and Liam, was it 64 million Oasis tickets then? Yeah. Yeah, our kid. LG. Swifty81 Casuals, Bayern said he was worth 60 and not 75. Time will tell who is right. I mean, the thing is, for a half-decent striker these days, you have to pay 60, 75 million. It's about that anyway. Yeah, it's about that. Josh, thoughts on Liverpool yesterday, lad? I mean, we've talked it to death, to be honest, Josh, but for me, I thought Liverpool played really well, and we were unlucky in the end. We lost the game. It's a tough place to go, Stamford Bridge, but we lose the game, and it's one of them things. It happens. Liam, and a bucket hat for his agent. Nick Nack says Rodri hasn't looked like the old Rodri, to be fair, either, and so Rodri being injured isn't like losing the superstar he once was. No, that's fair enough, but I think they still bank on him, though, don't they? Like he is the superstar that he once was. So I think that's the problem for City. That's what's going to maybe cost them this season, is they've probably struggled when they've not had him, and that was one of the reasons last season was so bad, or at least that was what lots of City fans would have you believe was, you know, it was because of him being out. And he's come back in, and you're right, he doesn't look the same sort of player, but they have banked on him being that player. Paul, Haaland grew up supporting City because his dad played for them when he was young, pal. No, I know he did, yeah, but he still will have commanded an absolute fortune, of course. Archie, absolute limbs. I almost fell down the south stand. They basically got Haaland for Solanke money. And Liam Manning, either way you look at Haaland, you look at it and Haaland has paid City back. Oh, yeah. Listen, he'll go down as a legend either way, but I'm sure he wants at some point to move to a Barca or a Madrid. I kind of hope he doesn't, to be honest. I'd rather he stay in the Premier League. I want the best players staying in the Prem, and Erling Haaland, in another 12 to 18 months, I think will be the very best striker in world football. He's unbelievable. And that was another example of that. He's a top centre forward, and if he stays, I think he'll write his name into Premier League history as well as maybe one of the best of all time in the Prem as well. Swifty, the Haaland overall package was substantially more than the transfer fee. Yep. Callum says Haaland to be top scorer ever. No, he's got like another 180 goals or something like that he'd have to score. He's nowhere near the best ever. Liam Manning says Haaland grew up supporting Leeds and he still does apparently, so we could go for him when he's 37. Right, they're just showing the the Everton game again. I can't believe that. Honestly, what is that clearance? Munoz has had an absolute shocker. Paul, can you remember the first two big-named foreigners to come to the old division for Spurs? Was it Ricky Villa and... what's his name? Ozzy Ardiles. Yeah. Yes, there you go. Lee Shears, Ardiles. Yeah, it was Ricky Villa. Ricky Villa, of course, with a great cup final goal as well. Fabulous player. But yeah, both of them weren't they? Well done, mate. Swifty, City haven't been able to replace the world-class players they've lost. Gives everyone else a chance. And Joe, great for Voltemada to have this start. Pressure off his shoulders. Yeah, look, and Voltemada, I said from the start, mate, I do think Voltemada's a talented young player. I just don't think he's like an elite centre-forward in the same way that Isak is. He's not going to be the guy who picks the ball up and carries it. I just don't think he's that guy. He's not got the pace that Isak has. And yeah, look, he'll be a very decent centre forward for Newcastle, but I think you need more than him, and more than Elanga, and more than Gordon. You need Gordon and Elanga to step right up, and you need a fair bit more to get Newcastle back up to those Champions League places. Joe, he's good at link up and holding it up, just his pace. And the problem you've got there is that you need runners beyond him, and that's what you've not had enough of, and that's probably what I think that's where Newcastle end up struggling this season. You've not really got runners beyond him that can go and score goals. Callum, imagine losing your record to Everton. Everton of all teams. Swifty says Gordon's overrated for me. It's true enough. Very true. And Ozzy Ardiles went on to manage Spurs. He did, yes. He did. Was he there twice? Napoli 0, Genoa 1. There you go. FM No Casuals. What are we saying? Napoli 0, Genoa 1. Oh. Hey. Are we donuts us or what? Are we absolute divvies us or what? Paul Hexham, okay, so who was the first person to start the diving trend? Klinsmann. Jurgen. Right, we're ready for the second half here now. Nick Knack, I just looked up a picture of Erling's mum. Reminds me of Ulrika Johnson before all the plastic surgery. Ulrika. She's beautiful, wasn't she, Ulrika? Back in the day. Oh, come on, what's going on? Right. Brentford playing the ball in. Paul Hexham, absolutely. Are you sure you're not older? No, mate. I'm just very, very bored. I'm very, very dull. And I can tell you an awful lot of shite. I've been to a lot of quizzes over the years. And I can tell you an awful lot of shite about football. Like Brian Deane. We all know Brian Deane was the first goal scorer of the Premier League. In the Premier League. Who was the second? That was always one that got thrown out. There was also who got the first hat trick in the Premier League. Nick Narkis obviously has some serious genes going on. Oh, aye. He's definitely he's definitely going to have some lovely well, not love, I don't know. I'm not going to finish that sentence. But either way, his offspring are going to be absolute giants by the time they're 10, probably. Paul, that's just geeky, mate. Well, yeah, geeky. Geeky's maybe the better phrase. Let's say geeky instead. Swifty, who was Dean's partner in crime at Sheffield United? Brian Dean up front with... Who was he up front with? Don't tell me. Let me think about that. Oh, Brentford are in. He's one-on-one. He's one-on-one. He's got to finish it. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, who is that? Who was that then? City starting this second half all over the place. And that one is going to be a foul to City. Oh, Igor Thiago. Watch this. Long ball. And I tell you something. Oh, he gets right underneath it. It's shocking defending. Is it from Guardiol? Is it Guardiol who messes it up? I think it is, you know. It's really poor, though, from Thiago. That's absolutely shocking. FM No Casuals, Dublin. No, it wasn't Dublin. It's Sheffield United. Was it Dean Saunders? Was it Dean Saunders, or was he still at... He was still at Villa then, wasn't he? Brian Dean's centre-forward partner. I don't know why I've got Dean Saunders in my mind. Go on. I don't know. Tell me. Enlighten me. Tony Agana. I never got that in a million years. Donster Edit says, what do you think of Crystal Palace? Crystal Palace really, really let the side down today, didn't they? Absolutely let the side down. They were shocking. No, it wasn't. It was Adrian Littlejohn and Alan Cork. Yeah, that was the forward they had. Alan Cork. Brian Dean's centre-forward partner was Alan Cork. FM No Casual, sad that Dean never won a trophy, to be fair. Good player, Brian Dean, wasn't he? Yeah, do you know who got the first ever Premier League hat-trick? Do you remember that? We were talking about that. First ever player to score a hat-trick in the Premier League. Swifty, Dean and Agana, famous forward partnership at that time. Not in the first season of the Premier League, it wasn't. No, Agana must have left by that point. Rob Bradshaw, what Man United player opened a fish and chip shop in Old Trafford? Oh, go on. I don't know. Enlighten me. I get the feeling this is going to be a pun. Nick Narkad, Chimey, Ashley Young was so brilliant at diving. And Callum, he's dull because Everton winning killed his energy. Dylan, Arsenal ain't second anymore. How is this possible? Mate, it's October. It's still early. Far too early. Nick Nack, hate to say it, but I think this could finally be Arsenal's year. No chance. And Nick Nack Shearer, or is that too obvious? No, it isn't Alan Shearer. It was actually Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona was the very, very first hat-trick scorer in the Premier League. 1992. For Leeds or Man U? It was for Leeds, mate. Yeah, he was still at Leeds by that point. Still at Leeds. Don't think Cantona got that many hat-tricks. Do you know what? I don't know, actually. I think I'm right in saying he maybe got 1 or 2 more. No, he didn't. You're right. That was the only one he scored. That was the only... He never actually ever got a hat-trick for United. The only hat-trick he got was for Leeds. Against Spurs as well. 5-0, Leeds beat Spurs. Yeah. 25th of August, 1992, Eric Cantona scored a hat-trick for Leeds United against Spurs. FM No Casuals, how the F and Napoli struggling against Genoa. Honestly, this weekend is just a write-off for that reason there, Sarah. Never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Hey, listen, they don't get to sing very often, those blues. They don't get to sing very often. Liverpool are very rarely losing and Everton very rarely winning. So, the two happening together, Christ, it's like the eclipse. It's like Halley's Comet. Only comes round every other 25 years. Once a generation. A weekend like this. Razine, seems like we will end the season with the Johan Gamba Trophy as it stands. It's not a good start to the season, is it, in that respect for Barcelona? Paul Hexham, Cantona also the only player to win Premier League with 2 clubs back-to-back, I think. It might well have been, yeah. Yeah, it might well have been. Long ball over to the far side for City. It is a question. It is a question for you. If anyone, I mean, I guarantee if you check this one, you've definitely Googled it. But there's only two players in Premier League history from Zimbabwe who have scored hat-tricks in the Premier League. If you can get them, I'll be very impressed. 2 players from Zimbabwe. One should be relatively easy. Callum, get Carvalho on. They need a creative edge. To be honest, mate, they're not keeping the ball well enough. Benjani's one. Yeah, Benjani's definitely one. And the other one got a hat-trick at Anfield. He's one of only 2 or 3 players to get a hat-trick at Anfield. Peter Unlove. Yeah, Peter Unlove for Coventry City. Fucking bastard. I remember that game as well. I think up until Leandro Trossard scored. In fact, do you know what? I tell a lie. I still think to this day, Peter Unlove is the only player to score a hat-trick at Anfield and win the game. Because I'm almost certain Leandro Trossard and Andre Arshavin both scored them. Trossard for Brighton, and we drew 3-3. And Arshavin scored 4 for Arsenal, didn't he? And we drew 4-4 that game. So the only player who's ever scored a hat-trick at Anfield and won the game is Peter Unlove for Coventry City. There's a good little bit of trivia. Nick Nack, what about Grobbelaar? What about He never scored a hat-trick at Anfield. Hat-tricks we're talking about, Nick Nack, sorry. Liam, have you ever thought of Mastermind? I don't think it exists anymore, does it? Brentford, ball over to the far post. Header, over the bar, too easy. Brownie, only Liverpool fan I actually rate. Nice one, mate. Oh, cheers, man. Thank you for that. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Nick Nack, no South African, my bad. He was from Zanzibar, wasn't he, originally? Not Zanzibar, Zimbabwe. No, it was Zimbabwe. No, Bruce Grobbelaar is Zimbabwe. Callum says, Key, what do you reckon? Brentford are a bit negative here against the Rodri-less City. Do you think they're being negative? I don't think they're being negative. They're just not really able to... Look at that. Like that. They're doing all right, but when they get into those little forward areas in the final third, they're getting overwhelmed by City. And look how deep Erling Haaland is now. Look how far back Erling Haaland is. And now look at the ground he's covering. Jesus Christ, he's like a gazelle, that lad. Two Swedish players who've scored a hat-trick in the Premier League. Any ideas? Two Swedish players who've scored hat-tricks in the Premier League. Again, one should be relatively obvious. Ben, Zlatan and Isak. Callum says Kulusevski and Isak. No, Isak is one. Isak is one. And Liam Lundberg. Yeah, Freddie Lundberg. There's the other one. Freddie Lundberg. All right then, I'll try you on this one then. Three Russians who've scored Premier League hat-tricks. Chimey, Good Johnson was Icelandic. James always knew Everton would beat Palace's unbeaten streak. Brentford with a flick on. Only as far as Damsgaard, back out to Coyote, and it's going to be a corner kick to Brentford here. Shevchenko's Ukrainian. No, specifically Russian we're after here. Callum, Vladimir Putin, pretty sure he did. No. Arshavin is one. Pavlyuchenko is not. No. Arshavin is one. You need two others. Two other Russians who scored Premier League hat-tricks we're looking for. We've got Arshavin. Two more. Abramovich. And Liam Zhirkov. No, not Yuri Zhirkov. I still can't understand why he doesn't... It's shocking that from Thiago. Really poor. Edward Key, do you remember Mixu Patalainen? I do, mate, yeah. Oh, unlucky. Any advances on Arshavin, or are you all Googling? G'day, honest opinion, who wins the league? Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are going to win the league. Timmy Bing, Kanchelskis, it is. Yeah, there's one. Andrei Kanchelskis got two, funnily enough. So go on, you got one left. Kanchelskis got hat-tricks for two different clubs as well. One for United, one for Everton. But yeah, you got one Russian left. This is hard, this, to be fair. I don't remember too many others. Pavlyuchenko was the only other one I would have guessed. But this one, Pavel Pogrebniak. Do you remember him? Pogrebniak. Played for Fulham. And he was very good for Russia in the World Cup and the Euros, I think it was. But yeah, Pavel Pogrebniak, who played for Fulham and Reading and had a decent spell. City down the left-hand side, floated over, good catch from Kelleher, catching practice. Nick Nack, I was thinking Kanchelskis was Ukrainian. Well, to be honest, Kanchelskis played for Russia, but he also surely played for the Soviet Union before that, didn't he? And he was actually, when it was, like, where he was actually born, I'm sure is part of modern day. I could be wrong. Yeah, where he was born would have been Ukraine, or is Ukraine. Obviously, that's a whole disputed thing at the minute in terms of territories. But he was born where it would have been Ukraine, but he played for the Soviet Union. And then, obviously, the Soviet Union gets broken up and he ends up playing for Russia. Rubes, who's top of the Fantasy Football League, Key? I don't know, mate. Have you not had a look? Swifty, Smertin was Russian, wasn't it? He was Russian, yeah. Alexei Smertin. And Big Tony says Liverpool are really missing Trent. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most teams would. He's the best right back in football as far as I'm concerned. So we're always likely to miss him, but he's we're going to take some time to adapt to him. To adapt without him, I guess, and it's going to take a little bit of time, and whether or not that means Liverpool don't win the league, I don't know. Reece, who's the player with the most clean sheets in football history? Most clean sheets in football history? I don't know. Nick Pope. Petr Cech's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League. But in terms of all-time anywhere, I don't know. Shay Given. No, it's definitely It's definitely Petr Cech for the Premier League. There you go. Gianluigi Buffon, 551 clean sheets. Dino Zoff, 439. Then it's Manuel Neuer, 440. Edwin van der Sar's also got 440. Iker Casillas, 440. Pepe Reina, 358. Petr Cech, 397. Big Tony, I can see why Trent said he bases his game off Leighton Baines, best fullback in the Premier era. Yeah, no, Trent never said that, Chief. Trent never said that. Leighton Baines. Knick-knack, incredible, really, how good the ex-Soviet teams are. It's massive, though, isn't it? It's absolutely huge. It's astonishing, really. Like, Chelsea, China and India should dominate, and Russia should absolutely dominate football just by sheer logic. And yet, bizarrely, you've got countries like Uruguay and Argentina winning World Cups. Which, yeah, based off the numbers, should never get anywhere near World Cups. Yugoslavia had some unbelievable players, didn't they? I mean, if you include the old Soviet Union, you've got Croatia as well, haven't you? Croatia was old Soviet Union, so you'd have like your Bobans and Prosinecki and all them as well, wouldn't you? Ray Clements better than Alisson. I wouldn't dispute that. I don't agree with it, but I wouldn't dispute it. He's a very good keeper, Ray Clements. Nick Knack says all India seem to care about is cricket. Well, they're trying to push more, aren't they? And trying to get more interest in football across the country. 3-star Reds, long season Rubes for fantasy, Premier League dad, EPL, I'm going Ange Ball after the international break. And Luke says, a sting in the tail coming here for City, been way off its second half after cruising first. Oh, this looks bad. Who's this gone down here? Foden. Players haven't reacted good with this. This looks a naughty one. Referee's going to book him. Definitely. Yellow card here for, is it Jordan Henderson? Yeah, Henderson's booked. Ooh, he did just go down the back of his calf. Ooh, that was a naughty one from Jordan Henderson, you know. That was really naughty, that. Big Tony, Owen Coyle is over managing in the Indian... Is he really? Owen Coyle in the Indian Premier League? Bloody hell. You've got Robbie Keane's managing in the Hungarian League. Owen Coyle in the Indian Premier League. Got loads of ex-Premier League managers and all that. Shooting all over the place. It's Luke says borderline red that. I think it's an orange maybe. Orange card. Last 20 minutes here at the G-Tech. City starting to show a touch more composure, and just as I say that, they give the ball away. Reinders, honestly, every time I watch Reinders, I think to myself, this guy is not a Manchester City player. Like, the first performance we saw from Reinders, when he played for City against Wolves, he was phenomenal, and everyone thought, wow, unbelievable player. Honestly, and I was really looking forward to Reinders because I thought he was fantastic in Serie A last year. We watched a lot of Serie A, thought he was brilliant, but I tell you what, he's been well off it. He has been miles off it. Big Tony says not convinced by Reinders myself. He loses it far too much. For the midfielder as well. Like, you don't mind if you've got a player who's playing in an attacking role, maybe, like whether it's a centre forward or a winger or even a number 10 or whatever. You can kind of excuse them giving it away because it's their job to create chances and they've got to do things that's a little bit, But if you're a midfielder, your job is to keep the ball and move the ball on and keep possession. Can't be giving the ball away as much as he does. Nick Nack, not sure about Reinders myself either, but give him time. Oh, yeah, hey, listen, I'm not writing him off. Like I said, a wonderful player, but just too often I think he's turned too often. He's caught in possession too often. Positionally, not 100% sure on him, but yeah, still time. The legend FK84, good evening. Big Tony, you can learn a thing or two from Gravenberch. He can't glide around a pitch like Ryan Gravenberch can. Nick Nack, the gulf between the Italian league seems to be growing. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think that's why McTominay and Højlund and, do you think that's why they're going there and absolutely smashing it? See, I love watching the Italian league. I love it. The legend FK84, no excuses for us. Chelsea beat us and we've been awful. I don't think we were awful yesterday. I thought we deserved to win that game yesterday. Big Tony, Napoli 1-0 down to Genoa at the minute. Yeah. And struggling. It has to be said. Nick Naki was literally one of the best attacking midfielders in Serie A last season. Would we say he's an attacking midfielder? He's almost being asked to play as part of a double pivot, isn't he? Him and Rodri. Or now him and Nico Gonzalez, assuming Rodri's out for a while. He's being asked to play a lot deeper. Maybe that's the change for him. But keeping the ball, it's not been his forte or his strong suit this season. Brentford with a long throw into the box. Flick on. Cleared away. And sent back into the box. Too easy that for Donnarumma. We've got last 15-20 minutes to go here. Excuse me. Big Tony says it's strange from Pep this season. He's become a lot more defensive. Do you think? See, I think he's gone the opposite way. I think he's taken too many tips from Pep Lijnders, because this is how Liverpool played a lot when Pep Lijnders was our assistant manager. And I just feel like that's where what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot more of that influence now from Pep Lijnders. Rube, so as the leader of the competition, what do we win again? You win. You win absolutely nothing. You get nothing. I'm gonna just get the Willy Wonka gif. You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. The legend FK84, Reinders is one heck of a player, ain't he? And it's Luke, are you doing the Juve Milan live as well? I'm not, no. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. This is my last game for today, so I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to be back tomorrow for Harrogate and Crewe. Liam says the only team to win away today is City. Hey, listen, still time, yeah? Still time. Bernardo Silva coming on here, and Jeremy Doku as well. Bragging rights. Bragging rights. No, we are gonna be giving stuff away. We are. I am giving stuff away. We'll be doing giveaways at different points through the season. I've just not quite made my mind up on what those are just yet, and I need to find a time to communicate it. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. But we need to... I'm probably going to have to maybe start... I want to start a Discord. I've already got a Telegram, but no buggers joined it. So I need to start a Discord server where we can chat through the day and we can talk about the lives upcoming and everything. Big Tony says Harrogate Town shirt looks a lot like Dortmund. I haven't seen Harrogate's shirt this season. There's a yellow card for... Who is it? Who's been booked? Nunes. Matthias Nunes. Nick Narkai, have Richarlison too. Binning him for my next transfer. To be honest, I think I've wasted about 25 points in FPL already by making transfers mid-season. I just couldn't be bothered. I've just gone, I don't like it. I've made a mistake with him, and I've gone. 3-star Reds, do you support Arsenal, Rubes? If you do, first prize is a Nike and Puma football signed by Arteta. Richo66, evening key chat. Everton 2, Palace unbeaten 18 games, and we just beat them. You did, yeah. You beat Palace. Palace beat Liverpool. Liverpool beat Everton. It's a little triangle, innit? Big Tony, G Neville called Liverpool attacking players useless. Bit harsh. I mean, listen, Gary Neville also said that Man United will win a Premier League title before Liverpool do. Gary Neville also said that Man United are going to finish in the top 5 this season. Gary Neville said that Man United's midfield is miles better than Liverpool's midfield. There has to come a point where you look at what Gary Neville says and just think, the guy's talking out his arse. The guy's talking out his ring piece. Callum says Brentford should be running at Nunes now. Well, it's sharded on that left-hand side, isn't it? The legend FK84, I don't want to dislike Arsenal, but some of their fans and Arteta give me no choice. Liam would love a Liverpool top, mate. I've got an Everton fan that lives near me. He might just send it to him. Ange's been sacked. No, he's not. No, he's not. Has he actually? I'm not having that. I'm not having he's been sacked already. Let's have a look. Has he actually? Has he actually been sacked? Has he actually been sacked? No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not been sacked. He's not. Thinking to myself, are you talking about? There's no way he's been sacked. No, apparently he's been given the dreaded vote of confidence, though. He has been given the dreaded vote of confidence. They've literally said, you are, you've got our confidence, you've got our, you know, we believe in you, sort of thing. FM No Casual, should I just cash out of Napoli? I mean, yeah, if you can, mate, take it. Then they're not turning that round. Rover Toffee says, I don't hate Arsenal, but some of their fans are annoying. And Sean Wade, you recovered after the Chelsea game. Absolutely. Liam Manning, we believe in you, but here's the door. Well, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Here's Doku. So quick, the lad. Better from Brentford. Much better. Here's Ouattara. Out on the right-hand side. Don't play it in like that just yet. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. No. No. You've got to hang on to it. Knick-knack, it's Chelsea at home next up. They'll beat Chelsea. I'm telling you, they'll beat Chelsea. Brentford really can get something, can't they? They're on to him here. They've got him. They've got him on the ropes. It's Luke says it's bizarre change from Nuno to Ange, to be honest, was always going to take significant adjustment. Well, do you think that with Forest maybe taking a bit of time to adapt, do you think it's likely that they do hang on to him? Do you think Ange rides this out? Or do you think it is just destined for another sacking maybe before Christmas? Sean, do you think a Chelsea and Bayern Munich Champions League final? No, Chelsea aren't getting the Champions League final. Chelsea will do very, very well to finish in the top 6. Very, very well. The way they've been playing this season, I think they'll struggle to finish. Certainly in the top 4. I'd say maybe 6th, 5th or 6th at best for Chelsea. And Champions League, like I said, I'd be amazed if they got any further than the next knockout phase. Swifty, depends on his contract surely and whatever clause is in play. That's true enough. Knick-knack, it depends on the expectations. There you go. Yeah. The Legend FK, Forest could have got somewhere last year, but it turned pear-shaped. And do you know what? I think that is ultimately what really boils down to what's really annoyed Marinakis. Because you remember when he stormed on the pitch at the end of the season? He stormed on the pitch at the end of the season to sort of confront the manager, and everybody was like, why has he done that? And it just looked like a really awkward... Because they'd just lost, hadn't they? They were so close to getting in the Champions League. And I honestly think that Marinakis had counted his chickens. Oh, this could be a red. This could be a red. This one's a naughty one. He's gone through Dango there. This could be a red card. It's going to be a yellow, I think. It's going to be a yellow. Oh, yellow card for Dango. No, it was never a red. Rover Toffee says, do you think all of the newly promoted teams will stay up in the Prem this season? No, I think that the newly promoted teams, Leeds and Burnley for sure are going. Yeah, Leeds and Burnley absolutely for sure will go down. Sunderland, I think, will stay up just about. So it's kind of between Sunderland, West Ham, Wolves, maybe Everton. It's a throw up between them 4 basically today, I would say. Liam, player gets slapped in the face and goes down like he's dead. Did Ouattara get booked for simulation there? I think he got booked for complaining to the referee. I think he was obviously screaming for a foul and screaming for the red card, and he didn't get it, so he ended up saying something to the ref. Right, we've got last 5 minutes here. Big last 5 minutes here for Brentford. Have they got enough? It's been a great battle, that, to be fair. Haaland and Van der Berg. Physically, they've been really... He's kept up with him. Maybe not the goal, but the rest of the game, I think he's done quite well. Long ball over the top for Brentford. Playing for the handball. Not going to get that. Rich says, Ange will take Forest down. He'll go on another 22 game losses. I like Ange an awful lot. I think he'll be okay. Bobby G, who's winning? It's City. So it's Brentford 0, Man City 1. We've got 4 minutes left of normal time, and then we've got injury time. I'm going to be watching Juventus v AC Milan tonight, but I'm not going to go on live for it. To be honest, I'm feeling pretty drained after Everton winning the last minute, and this weekend's really taking it out of me. So I'm going to give it a miss tonight. I'm going to watch this game for the remainder of it, and then I'll be back on tomorrow for Harrogate and Crew. It's a long throw into the box here for Brentford. Liam, do you think Ange would do better at Wolves? No, I don't. But I do think Ange needs to feel wanted wherever he goes, and there's something about the way that he's gone into that job at Forest that just, it screamed from the off to me. You're never, ever going to win the fans over there or win the players. It just felt to me from minute one that it was always doomed. Darren Cooper, why is Isak struggling at Liverpool? Is he struggling at Liverpool? You've made a determination there that I don't agree with. Yeah, I don't think he is struggling at Liverpool. Scored last week against Southampton in the Cup. Got the assist yesterday, a very good assist yesterday for the equaliser against Chelsea. I think he's done all right. DJ Dan Mercury Key, I told you we would show you. You didn't tell me anything, Dan. You still got beat when it mattered at Anfield. Still lost when it mattered. Nick Nack, you're not going to win the fans over if you can't win. No, I know, but do you not feel like they were already on his case? They were already on his back even before he went into the club. Just feels like he was onto a losing immediately. Darren, Isak assist was a miscontrol. Come on, Isak not getting the service he used to get at Newcastle. You say it's a miscontrol. I didn't think that was a miscontrol. I don't think anyone did. It was a great touch. Fabulous touch from Isak. Lays it off. And Gakpo scores it. So whichever way you look at it, he got an assist. So that seems to be all that people care about these days. Christ, it matters with Florian Wirtz, but hey, apparently now it's about how you get the assist and how you get the goal as well. But yeah, no, Isak, I don't think Isak's struggling. You're saying it like he's struggling. I don't think he's struggling at all. Still very, very early days at Liverpool for Isak. The legend, no one for Liverpool deserves any credit right now. See, that's really odd. Oh, Donnarumma. Oh, last minute, Donnarumma, very, very nearly. Brentford nearly pinched it. Nearly pinched it. It's Luke. I thought he was trying to control it for himself. I know, I agree with you. I think he was trying to bring it down for himself. But the fact that he still managed to bring it down, that was a really difficult touch. And he brought it down under pressure. And Gakpo smashed it in while he was on the swivel. Gakpo smashed it in. Isak could well have ended up getting to it if Gakpo wasn't. But Gakpo ended up jumping on it. 3-star Reds, NFL after this for me, Key. Rover Toffee, Brentford away always seem to give any Big Six club a good game. Good side, that's why. Don't know why. People had Brentford to go down this season. I have no idea why. I told you it would be... They'd walk it this season, Brentford. They're never going down. Got 4 added minutes at the end of this game. Right, it's going to be another long throw into the box. Brentford putting City under all sorts of pressure here. Darren, who will score more this season? Isak, Sesko or Voltemada? I couldn't tell you. Honestly, couldn't tell you. I'd imagine Isak. But the real question there is who's going to win more? Isak. And who's the better striker? Isak. So it's an odd question from the off. Brentford, chance. Hit it. Oh, what are you doing? Three-star Reds, totally agree with what you said yesterday, Key. Ange gets sacked. Who would we be able to get to take the job? This is it. Once you sack Ange Postecoglou, there's not a manager out there that looks like... There's not a manager around. There's not a manager around that would be like, I want that job. Because you're walking into a poison chalice. Darren, it's not really. It's like a golden boot. Nothing about how many trophies wins. Yeah, that's what really matters, isn't it? That's what really matters. Mr. I. Jerome, what did you think of the Villa game, Key? I didn't watch Villa today. Obviously, Villa-Burnley was on at the same time as Everton Palace. I've seen the two Marlon goals. I thought Marlon was absolutely unreal. Couple of really good finishes from him. And that's good to see, because Villa will need him stepping up, won't they? He's not been at it for a while since he's moved to Villa, but I think that was a couple of really good goals. He needs them goals, and Villa need him to be at his best if they're going to get anywhere close to those European places. Knick-knack, 2 weeks coming up with no proper football. Listen, Harrogate and Crew tomorrow. Don't say things like that. We got loads of footy on here. Loads of live watch-alongs over the next 2 weeks. And we get a different audience. It's lovely. Over the next 2 weeks, you get all sorts coming into the lives. People who've never really been on, who are only on because we're doing completely different games. We get loads of Harrogate and Crew fans, and then we'll have, on Tuesday night, we've got Salford and Stockport. So we get loads of Salford and Stockport fans pouring in. It's brilliant. It makes for a totally different type of live. I love it. Welcome to Meme Land. Thoughts on Barca today, Key? Yeah, crap. In short, crap. 4-1 they lose to Sevilla. Lewandowski missing a penalty, and just, yeah, not great. Big Tony, did that fella just say no proper footy? Harrogate v Crew will be bouncing. Harrogate v Crew, then Salford v Stockport the day after. Salford-Stockport's going to be unreal. Looking forward to that one. Big Tony, say it quietly, but Sean Dyche to Forest. I think Dyche is going Rangers. Strikes me as a Rangers move, that. It's handball. And it's going to be maybe a chance for Brentford if they punt this forward. Very, very little time to get this going forward here now. Big last throw of the dice here for Brentford. Pep Guardiola gesticulating on the touchline. He's not happy. Oh, that's a corner. Surely that's a corner, ref. Are we having that? That should have been a corner, that. No, that's going to be it, I think. Think that's going to be it. Liam Manning, thoughts to the former Leicester owner. Sad news. Are you talking about Milan Mandaric? See, I don't remember him as the Leicester owner. I remember him as the Portsmouth chairman. I assume that's who you mean. I think he was at Leicester as well. But yeah, Milan Mandaric passing away. Wayne Hill and Bearded Magic, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I will be live tomorrow night for Harrogate against Crew. I'm live every single day. If you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you do so. It takes 2 seconds and it massively helps me. So a massively thank you for everyone that has liked, commented, shared, all that good stuff this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. City winning here at Brentford and completing a miserable weekend for us Liverpool fans.